The abandoned asylum loomed ominously above the town, casting a long, dark shadow, a grim silhouette against the setting sun, its windows like hollow eyes staring down. Locals whispered tales of horror, stories of patients driven mad by isolation and fear, doctors performing cruel experiments in the dead of night. We were kids, irresistibly drawn to the forbidden and the unknown. The asylum was more than just a building. It was a dare, a test of courage and bravery. One hot summer night, curiosity got the better of us and we decided to explore. 5 of us, armed with flashlights and a sense of bravado, set out on our adventure. The air grew heavy and thick as we approached the foreboding structure. A cold wind rustled through the trees like a warning whisper from the past. We ignored the eerie signs. We were determined to uncover the truth behind the chilling stories that haunted our town. "Last one, there's a rotten egg!" Mark yelled, breaking into a run. We followed, our laughter swallowed by the silence of the asylum grounds. The iron gates creaked open as if in protest. The air inside was thick and stale, heavy with the weight of forgotten memories. We entered the main hall. Dust-covered chairs lay overturned. Medical charts were scattered across the floor, filled with frantic scribbles. The air grew colder, sending shivers down my spine. There was a presence here, unseen but felt. "Did you hear that?" Emily whispered, her voice trembling. We all froze, listening intently. Silence. Then a faint scratching sound echoed from the floor above. It was slow and deliberate, like footsteps. Fear tightened its grip. My heart pounded in my chest. We exchanged nervous glances. The logical part of me screamed to leave, but curiosity and a strange sense of responsibility held us captive. "Let's just go," Sarah pleaded, her voice barely above a whisper. As if in answer, the scratching sound grew louder, closer. We turned to the source of the noise, and that's when we saw it. A shadow, darker than the surrounding darkness, moving at the edge of our flashlight beams. It was shapeless, undefined. Yet it felt heavy with malice. It felt like it was watching us, studying us. A primal fear, the fear of the unknown, rooted us to the spot. We were trapped. "Run!" Mark screamed, his voice echoing through the dark, eerie hallway. He didn't need to tell us twice. We turned and fled, our hearts pounding in our chests. The sound of our own footsteps echoed in the hallway, adding to the chaos and fear that gripped us. We could hear the shadow behind us, its movements growing closer, more frantic with every passing second. We burst out of the asylum and into the night, the cold air hitting our faces as we gasped for breath. We didn't stop running until we reached the safety of the town lights, the warm glow providing a sense of relief. Gasping for breath, we turned back to look at the asylum, its dark silhouette a stark reminder of the terror we had just escaped. The night was still, but our hearts were racing, knowing we had narrowly escaped a nightmare. The asylum was demolished a year later. The walls that once held so many secrets and so much pain were reduced to rubble. But the memory of that night, the terror, the feeling of being hunted, still lingers. It's as if the shadows of the past refuse to let go. Some things can't be explained, only experienced. The fear we felt was real, and it left an indelible mark on our souls. And some places hold a darkness that lingers long after the building is gone. We never went back, and we never spoke of it again. And we learned a valuable lesson that night. Sometimes curiosity can lead you to places you should never venture. Some doors are better left unopened. Behind them lie horrors that are best left undisturbed. Some secrets are better left buried. Digging them up can unleash things that are better left in the dark. and some places, no matter how tempting, are best avoided. The allure of the unknown can be a dangerous trap. The asylum may be gone, but its grip on our minds, on our souls remains. The darkness it held still haunts us, a reminder of the night we will never forget.